The following questions have often piqued my curiosity. What can I do to make the world a better place? How can I make my brief existence on this beautiful planet count? What can I do to alleviate poverty, hunger, injustice, suffering? Where do I even start? Should I first earn wealth and fend for my family and then give back? Or can both go hand in hand? There are so many people out there in the world more experienced and perhaps even more competent and accomplished than I am at serving humankind. So should I even try? The scale of global challenges, global warming, climate change, terrorism, poverty, gender inequality, and so on is so huge that anything I do will barely scratch the surface. So why even try? We humans are so insignificant relative to the vast expanse of time and space. So does anything we do really matter? Today, as a lot of these questions still remain unanswered for me, I will share with you my learnings and experiences in the hope to stir up faith, confidence, and strength in anybody wishing to make a positive change in the world around them. At the outset, I must admit that I speak from a place of privilege and freedom. As I speak, there are millions out there struggling to survive. People who are leading hand-to-mouth existence, who are grappling with curable disease, whose homes are ravaged by war, and for whom living to see the light of day is their greatest hope and wish. I'm lucky, and I count my blessings every day. And I speak for others like me, who have the privilege to even think about and feel connected, something larger than ourselves. We have the freedom to defy social convention and truly follow our hearts and dreams. Therefore, we're also duty-bound to labor beyond meeting our immediate needs and to actively work towards something even more noble and meaningful. The question then is when and where do we start? The following 5-stage growth journey has helped me find purpose and given direction and consistent energy to that purpose. This journey is one that has evolved over time and has really helped me. I hope that you can connect with it too. Stage 1 of my growth journey is knowing your why. Your why is a statement of purpose which describes why you do what you do and why you live the way you do. It is your calling, your conviction, your mission statement, a vision for your life and work. Your why is what makes you wake up every morning and keeps you going, especially when times are hard. Simon Sinek, in his TED talk in 2009, elucidates this idea with examples. His talk was followed by a book called Start With Why, which I highly recommend. He talks of Apple. Apple is so successful today because their why is not selling you overpriced smartphones, but their why is challenging the status quo, empowering the individual, and building community. This idea is the very core of Apple's business. It connects with their customer base, and this is the reason why Apple is so successful today. My why is being the best version of myself every single day so I can make my parents proud. What's yours? Stage 2 of my growth journey is championing a cause. Now, you may feel strongly about several issues around you: climate change, gender equality, cybercrime, the refugee crisis, and so on. And you may want to do something on each of these fronts. However, in my experience, if you truly want to make impact at scale, it helps to pick a single cause closest to your heart and make it your life's mission. Take any leader from world history: Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, Abraham Lincoln. Each of them championed a single cause closest to their heart, and some even laid their lives down for it. Now, you may find your true calling, so to speak, sooner or later, but what is important is being conscious and informed of the choices we make. There is no predefined age or preordained route to finding your true calling or purpose. You may find it through meditation or reading, during hardship, or through a trigger. Sometimes you just know, and most often it is serendipitous. But that moment will definitely come if it hasn't already. My moment of revelation came during personal hardship. Growing up, I always dreamt of representing India in cricket. And until my mid-teens, I was playing at a fairly high standard. One day, I suffered a severe back injury, which really threw me off. But this also came to become a turning point in my life. As I lay incapacitated in bed, I reflected on the real suffering around me. I read and I dialogued with my grandfather and parents to truly understand the scale of impact that they were able to have, and others like them, both within and without the political realm. The year was 2008. While on the one hand, the world was grappling with the aftermath of the subprime mortgage crisis, I felt deeply troubled by the way in which we humans plundered resources and the environment to feed our greed. This concern gradually developed into conscious action when I founded Bhajan Global Impact Foundation as a non-profit to promote environmental conservation, and Plow Pow as a company to promote sustainable agriculture. My cause is to help humankind reconnect with nature. What's yours? Stage 3 of my growth journey is making time your partner in crime. Undoubtedly, time is our greatest asset, but it can also turn against us if we lose sight of its true value in our lives. We have access to a world of distractions today that never existed in the past for our ancestors, and so we often get carried away and lose sight of the plane. We live in a digital world that moves at the speed of light, and therefore it pays to slow down and refocus our energies towards things that matter the most to us. In this context, we should take up high impact habits such as reading, writing, storytelling, exercising, meditating, listening to podcasts, or doing anything that pushes us farther and faster towards our purpose. For me, once I figured my why and my cause, it was time to set things in motion. And the way I went about doing it is by spreading time across 4 horizons, by having a long-term vision, by setting yearly goals, determining weekly objectives, and setting daily targets. In doing so, I've been able to maximize my productivity and minimize procrastination. A different process may work for you, so work with your rhythm, but do make time your partner in crime. Last year, I ran for Parliament at age 26 and I lost. I did everything right, ran the best campaign, yet I lost. I was extremely disappointed, disheartened, and dejected, especially as someone who was so used to winning. My yearly plans for the next 5 years have been thrown into complete disarray. So do I give up? Do I change course? Or do I carry on with the same conviction and energy as I did in the past? How you respond to failure is what truly defines you. What really fails is the outcome match to your expectations. And the learning that exists in this mismatch is far greater than if we would experience victory always. As you know, good days give you happiness, bad days give experience, and the worst days mold your soul.